Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Cherries fans, wherever you are in the world. And welcome along to this, well, call it a special if you like. And my co-host today is Daz, Cherry Down Under. Hi, Darren, how you doing, mate?
Hey mate, yeah, really good, or g'day, as they say here in Oz. Yeah, looking forward to this show, mate. Looking forward to this fixture list announcements.
Any preference of who you'd like to play first? Home or away?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I did enjoy Liverpool away last season. The champions are winners, so I think if we go to Arsenal away, first game of the season, yeah, very exciting.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the first game last season was absolutely awesome to watch.
Super, super. Is there any sort of particular standout teams you're looking at this season? Obviously, with the changes of managers that have been put in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few teams I'd like to see do better. Spurs, Tottenham, they lowly 17th. You'd like to see them do better this season. Newcastle, 12th, again mid-table. Sometimes they're up there. Notts Forest, previous season, they were top 10. Struggled, finished 16th. So I think we're always going to be in and around that Crystal Palace, Brentford's, Fulham's. Which people always say are on par with the Cherries. But I'll tell you what, I reckon we're up there now with the top six any day of the week.
So I've got the first one up for you.
Yep.
Sunday, 23rd of August, Man City away.
Oh, Man City finished second last season. We lost away 3-1, and then pretty much the second from last game of the season, we drew 1-1. Be interesting game that. What a first game. Like I say, I wanted one of the big hitters as a first game. And that certainly ticks the box there, mate.
Yep. So obviously no Pep this time round?
No. It'd be interesting to see what they do. Again, like we just discussed before the show, there's going to be a lot of changes in between now and August 22nd, first game. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens in the background. Not only with Bournemouth, obviously we know we've got our new change of manager with Marco Rose coming in, but again, there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of managers changes. There's going to be the transfer windows, a lot of players jumping ship. So still a lot of time and a few more shows to go.
Certainly will be. Certainly will be. So our first home game is Saturday, 29th of August.
Yep.
Home to Everton.
Everton, the Toffees. Yeah, good. Finished 13th. They had a good second half run of the season. We lost 1-0 at home, and then we won 2-1 away last season. So, again, Toffees, they're sort of like one of them, I don't know, the teams that you can't really say you're going to go there and win. They're one of them that spring the surprise.
Yeah. They are a difficult team to play against.
Yeah.
Probably one of the worst games of the season was at home, where we lost 1-0 last season.
Yeah.
Excellent result away from home, but obviously by then we got our momentum back and everything, and it was a pretty decent result, to be honest with you. But they're hit and miss, aren't they, for Everton?
Exactly. You can't say you're going to go there and win, lose, or draw. They're a surprise.
But once again, it depends if they can manage to keep the players. There's still rumblings about David Moyes still being trainer or manager.
Yeah.
So who knows? Yeah, who knows? Let's move into September. Wow. Newcastle away.
Oh, Eddie. Is he still going to be there? I mean, end of last season, they were calling for his head, weren't they? The fans, the Toon Army, obviously not very happy with his let's say, coaching and managerial results. But again, Newcastle last year finished 12th, mid-table. We drew home 0-0 initially, and then away we had the 2-1 win. But I think since Eddie Howe's been there, we've not lost. So let's keep that one going, eh?
I'd settle for that.
Yeah, indeed. Absolutely.
An interesting thing that came out this week, one of their transfers got hijacked by Liverpool. So, one of the, from one of the Spanish clubs, forgot it off the top of my head at the moment. Yeah, but he's gone to Liverpool now, so it's not a very good start, but it is what it is. I think, when clubs take an interest in a player, and they're like more or less 100% they want him, then why not push it through instead of just, holding back? It's the sort of thing that Man United do quite often, because they lose players simply because they're dragging their heels a little bit, and other clubs come in and snap them up. So, yeah, crazy. And we got one of our bogey teams next.
Ooh.
Brentford at home.
Oh, yeah, it had to be Brentford. As soon as you said bogey team.
Yeah.
So
it's really interesting. So that's penned in for the 12th of September.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. And then on the 19th of September, and get this one in your calendar.
Yep.
We shall welcome Andoni back at the Vitality.
Liverpool. Oh. So
early in the season. So
yeah,
I think
jump back quickly. Sorry, buddy. On Brentford. So Brentford finished 9th. We lost 4-1 away. Shocking result, and then 0-0 at home. And now on to Liverpool, with Andoni. Oh, is he going to get the big welcome?
I think he will.
I think they'll all respect.
I think they'll all respect. Yeah, exactly that. I think they'll all stand up in the stands and sing his song again to welcome him back.
Exactly,
welcome him back. But that is certainly one for the calendar.
Yeah. So as we know, Liverpool, we played them first week, first game of the season last year. Liverpool finished 5th. We lost 4-2, and on the return, week 23, we won 3-2. Adley in the 95th minute. I'm sure everyone remembers that one. Absolutely. Something else that I need to point out at this moment, because we're sort of end of September, the international break. Yes.
That's changing this year.
Okay, good.
Apparently it's rolling over for 3 or 4 seasons.
Yep.
Normally there would be a 2-week international break in September, October, November. This time they are merging the September-October international break into a 3-week period.
Okay.
Right, so there's like a 3-week break, 19th or weekend, 19th, 20th of September until the 10th, 11th of October. And then you have the November break whenever that comes up. So you just get the season started and then you got a 3-week break. I mean, it's the one thing that really annoys me. It just
I miss my football in them 3 weeks. I mean, the international stuff, a lot of that would just be friendlies and stuff, and to me, it just puts the players at risk of injury.
Well, that's always going to be the case. I mean, if it's a qualification weekend,
fair enough,
couple of weeks for a Euros or a World Cup, whatever, okay, you got to take it on board. But if it's just a friendly, you have to ask the question why. You really do.
I remember 2 seasons ago, Tyler Adams went out, didn't he, with USA, and he injured his back, and he was out for a big portion of upon his return. So that's the sort of thing that worries me about them injuries when they play these international friendlies.
Yeah, but it's not just us; it's all the clubs, isn't it? So
it is.
It is a big risk, but it's it's a risk of the job, I'm afraid.
It's part and parcel, yeah.
Yeah. And also at the end of August, 28th, will be the draw for the Europa League.
Ooh.
So it's...
bring it on.
I mean, the qualifying rounds will... the first ones have already been made, so the draw for the first qualifying round. And they'll all have to be played out, and the last qualifying round is on the 27th, and then the draw is on the following day on the Friday 28th. So that is something to look forward to.
So something there you might have researched about. I know we've got 38 games, 33 of them are at the weekend, 5 of them are going to be midweek rounds as well.
That's right.
With the Europa being thrown in, let's disregard the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, but the Europa games, am I right in saying they're played on a Thursday? I thought you just mentioned a Friday there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Friday's just because of the draw. That's why it's mentioned Friday.
Right.
Yeah. Europa League is always Thursday. So once the draw's been made and we know when our first game is, it's going to be continuously Thursday, Sunday, as we know.
Wow.
All right, so
football twice a week. Woo-hoo.
All these fixtures, as nice as it is to have them and to see who we're playing, when, where. I mean, those are likely all change. And then you've got the television rights.
Yeah.
You know what games they want to show. So they might get moved. But because I can't recall, was it Crystal Palace? Just going off my head. Crystal Palace were in the Conference League, but they had most of their Sunday games were Sunday games. I don't think they had many Saturday games during that process. I think there was one or maybe two where they had to play because the Premier League said, no, you have to play that. Yeah, because all the other competitions come into play. The further you go, maybe in the European competitions, you know, it's you're just gonna have a pile up, aren't you? If you've got a squad that's capable of getting through, you know, so many rounds of the Carabao Cup, FA Cup as well, it's just going to be mental. But I mean, that's all for the future. I mean, just take it on board as it is. The Champions League final is 6 days after the last Premier League. So whoever's in it, just as a point of interest. Yeah, it starts 22nd of August and runs through the 30th of May. The league.
We'll be in it next season, mate. Champions League next season.
So see where we
Marco
go.
Rose, come on.
All right. So obviously here's one. I'm just gonna hit it out here.
Go.
10th of October, Chelsea away. Well, that's not going to take place because of the international break.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
I'll just double check here. Yeah, so the Liverpool game should be the last one before the international break.
Yep. So they might push the Chelsea game to the first one back after, maybe.
Probably not. They might do, but somehow, some way, they're going to have to fit it in somewhere because we're in Europe.
Well, the interesting thing about last season with Chelsea, you may remember, Chelsea finished 10th and we played them twice in December. So we played them home on the 6th of December, 0-0, and we played them away no more than 3.5 weeks later on December 31st, New Year's Eve, where we do the 2-2 draw with them. So again, like you say, things move and you end up playing two teams within 3 weeks home and away.
But that was the same for all clubs. In December, they played each other twice.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay. 17th of October, home to Sunderland.
Oh, another team, innit? Hey, Sunderland. I remember last season. Oh, geez. Finished 7th. Good result, Sunderland. Away, we lost 3-2. Unbelievable. And home, back in February, we drew 1-1. So, Sunderland, another bogey team. I think they're very close knit with us. Very, very good team. Very good opponent. Give credit to them. A lot of respect.
They're also in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, exactly. After their last season's performance, which is good. Am I right in saying, I might be wrong, Sunderland, is it Glasner? He's gone?
No. Libri.
No, my mistake. He's Crystal Palace, and he's sorry.
Yeah. And then we got Man United away, 24th of October.
Ooh, we love playing Man United. Do we just? So Man United finished third at a lowly season. They dropped to 16th. Had a really good run in with Michael Carrick there. Finished third. Away 4-4. Oh, what a game that was. And then home 2-2. So, yeah, we didn't lose to Man United last season. And let's hope we can take it to them again this year.
Yes, an interesting couple of games, weren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that 4-4 was certainly a standout game from the whole season, not just from a Cherries perspective, but I think from the Premier League perspective. What a game of football that was.
Yeah.
I know the commentators.
Cunha scored in the 79th and we thought we'd lost it, and then Junior Krupi come back in the 84th.
Yeah.
What a game. Oh.
I mean, I still recall the commentators getting, you know, they must have been jumping up and down. You know, it's like, wow.
Yeah. Not really as much as me.
I think we all were, weren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I love a good game of football. And it's got to be, you know, and that was top draw. That was
one of the classics. Yep.
Yeah. Nice to know we're part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
So on Halloween, we're at home to Leeds United.
Oh, Leeds, dirty Leeds. I'm sorry, but I still remember 1990. Come down, wreck our town, dirty buggers. But yeah, Leeds, they finished 14th. There was a time they were just struggling just above the relegation window there, and they managed to have a fortunate little run into the second half of the season, climbed up to 14th, away 2-2 and home 2-2. So, yeah, very evenly matched. And one of them teams, again, where Ellen Road is an absolute fortress.
Yeah. Anything can happen, can't it, against Leeds?
Yeah.
We finally get to meet one of the promoted teams.
Ooh, which one?
November. The Tractor Boys, away 7th of November.
Would that be Hull?
No, the Tractor Boys. Ipswich Town.
Who are they? Ipswich, sorry, I'm not familiar with the nicknames of the championship, but yeah, Ipswich Town, promoted. Don't know too much about them. Really looking forward to playing, but I always like an underdog in the Premiership, and I really wish the three teams well this season that have come up. That's Coventry, Hull, and Ipswich, and hopefully they're not a team that just come up and get relegated again. So I wish them well, and looking forward to that game.
Really odds. That McKenna has left.
Oh.
So, you know, I don't know who's taking over as manager.
Interesting.
Good morning,
hey.
Ollie. Thanks for joining us. I don't know why you got a notification. Perhaps I didn't hit a button. I don't know. But we're here.
Feel free to join if you've got time, mate. I know you're extremely busy.
Yeah.
But no, good to have you on, Ollie.
Here we go. So after Ipswich, there's a fortnight. So obviously there is then these. That's got to be when the next international break comes in.
Yep.
And we're home to Notts Forest after that. 21st of November.
So Notts Forest finished 16th. A lot of people were expecting a lot more of them from the previous season. I think they finished something crazy. I think they finished 5th or something. It was the season before. They had lots of unbeaten runs last season until we played them and we beat them 2-0 at home. I remember that one. And then away, the last game of the season, 1-1. And oh, geez, man, what a game that was.
Yes, it was a nice send off for Andoni, wasn't it? Europa League,
absolutely,
was confirmed.
And
so very, very happy with that.
Yeah,
and I mean, wow. We have to look forward. Obviously, we respect Andoni with what he's doing. Whatever his future holds, certainly take my cap off to him.
Yeah. I mean, who couldn't refuse the job?
I certainly don't blame him. I mean, it's forget about all the noise, because there has been absolutely, I mean, it's been bedlam online.
Yeah.
Surrounding, the appointment. But there are one or two fan channels from Liverpool where they are absolutely brilliant, and they shut out all this noise and they just concentrate on the facts as they are. No speculation. If there's facts, they'll tell you, and that's it.
Yep.
Obviously, they'll have their ideas about how they think Andoni's going to set things up. Obviously, they don't know what players they're going to have in before the season starts, which players will be offloaded.
Keep your hands
I
up.
mean that's why I said shut out the noise, mate.
Exactly.
Because you could look on the socials every day, and 3 of our players are already at different clubs. It's just so
ignore the noise. There is one player who I am absolutely looking forward to Andoni bringing back to his best, and that's Kirkes, because I think Kirkes was held back, and I think Andoni brought a lot out of him in that 25-26 season, and looking forward to see what Andoni does with Kirkes again. But good luck with him.
Here's a point Ollie's just made regarding Ipswich. Yeah. Thanks for that, Ollie.
Cheers, Ollie.
Saturday, the 28th of November, away to Fulham.
Oh, geez, man. Fulham finished 11th last season. We 3-1 at home and away 1-0. So I've got away 1-0, but I've got Christie scoring in the 40th and Ryan scoring in the 53rd. So I'm not sure if I've got my stats right there. But yeah, two wins against Fulham. Again, another team that can pull anything out of the hat at any time and bring up a shock result. But looking forward to playing Fulham.
Once again, manager gone, Marco Silva.
Like I say, probably not going to be the first or last, is he? Shuffling the managers around.
I think he has. Has he gone to Benfica?
Oh. Because
Mourinho's gone to Real Madrid, hasn't he? So, yeah. What's this space? Jimenez. Raul Jimenez, the striker. He'll be leaving Fulham. Question mark against Harry Wilson. He hasn't extended his contract, so he'll be off on a free somewhere.
Yep.
So for them, could be a rebuild, maybe. Watch this space.
Yeah.
We got a South Coast team coming our way at the beginning of December. Home to Brighton.
Okay. Yeah. Battle of the Beaches. And I always say the sand is finer than the pebbles.
Yeah, you're right. You're quite right.
Brighton. So Brighton finished 8th last season. We won 2-1 at home and away 1-1. So again, we didn't lose them. And another surprise team. Be interesting to see what happens with their team and their whether Matoma, excellent striker for them, continues with them. And looking forward to it's always a great game with Brighton. Always a great game. It's one of them edge of the seats game. You never know which way it's going to go.
They're very similar styles, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. They press, they attack. Very exciting game of football to watch.
Yeah, I mean the 1-1 away was really good. Great watch.
Oh, yeah.
Great watch. Bit unlucky at the finish, but wow, what a goal.
Yeah, Costanos, 91st minute. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So here we go. The Tigers. The Tigers are coming to the Vitality 5th of December.
Okay.
Hull City. Yep.
So be interesting to see them coming. I'm pretty sure that the likes of Hull City and stuff, they're going to have a pretty small, I won't say small fan base. Obviously, they've been around for donkey's years, but they're pretty much on par with Bournemouth, I would imagine, with I don't know, but like stadium size and following. So again, an underdog, and good luck to Hull. I really do. I don't want them to win, but they can win every other game they play.
Here's a little unknown fact. I mean, they used to play at, what was it, Boothbury Park they used to play at. And I was actually there for a game in, oh, good grief, 1973? 1973, I think it was, or 1974, one of the two. We were on a ship's visit there, and we got tickets to go to the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never
I don't remember much about it, but yeah. But obviously, they don't play there anymore. They got a new stadium. So,
right.
Once again, it's just with all these, I say old clubs, they're not just old clubs, but there's a lot of clubs where they just said, right, come on, rebuild. You know, and, I mean, you've seen it with Brighton. I mean, Brighton, they had to play all over the place, didn't they? Till the Amex was built. And now look what they got. The same with Southampton. From the Dell to St Mary's. Yeah. So good luck to them all. Do you remember the last time we played Hull?
Oh, geez, no. I was going to do some research about it. It's got to be a cup game. It's got to be a cup game.
It was a league game.
Was it? Championship?
Yeah. We stuffed them 5-0. I can't remember that much, mate. We stuffed them 5-0. You can look at it after the show, but I know Harry Maguire was in defence for him, Andy Robertson.
Oh,
and you look in the team that played us, and some of these, not just the two, there was others as well, and they went on to play for bigger clubs and excelled.
Mm-hmm.
But we just tore them apart that day. I can't remember what year it was now, but I'm not going to look back for the time being. But that's good.
Interesting.
I mean, I can't see us playing all these games inside a week or inside 10 days, but who knows? We'll go to the 12th of December.
Oh, early December, go.
With December. So Brighton on the 2nd, Hull at home on the 5th.
Yep.
And on the 12th, we go to the Emirates, mate.
Oh, hey, bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah. I think from memory, last season, I think we were the only team that beat Arsenal at home. I think. I might be wrong there. There's something in the back of my head saying, is it twice?
Man United. Man United beat
Okay. Yeah. So, Arsenal, as we know, Premier League winners last year. Good luck to them. Hats off. They fought, they battled, they won the Premiership, so hats off to them. But as we know, we lost 3-2 in the first game, and away we won 2-1. Happy days. Scott scoring the winner in the 74th. What a game that was.
Excellent game. Yep. 19th of December, home to Coventry.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can welcome Mr. Lampard, assuming he stays at Coventry. Yeah.
Interesting.
Watched a few of their games last season. Really, really good side. Really good side to watch. Some nice football. And I think somebody's happy about that one.
Why would that be? Because it's not far from Molly. Where's Coventry in relation to Wales?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't got my map out at the moment.
No, I don't know.
But yeah, exactly. An exciting game. Certainly is.
Yeah.
New challenge.
It will be. Yep.
Yeah. Saturday the 20. Here we go.
Hey, Ollie. There you go.
Birth town and 2 hours away.
Never
Okay.
know,
I thought there was a connection there somewhere. I do recall you mentioning it.
Yeah, there you go.
Saturday the 26th of December, Boxing Day.
Ooh.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I don't know. I think last year was Man U or something, Boxing Day. I can't remember, but I don't know. Let's throw out Villa. Is it Villa? I don't know.
We'll go to the capital, shall we? Tottenham.
Spurs, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, Spurs on Boxing Day. Boxing Day is always a fantastic day of football. I always love Boxing Day. It doesn't matter who we play. But last season, Tottenham, as we know, they finished a lowly 17th, fighting relegation. Away, we won 1-0. and then home we won 3-2. So who knows? Tottenham really need let's just say an injection, an improvement. It was hard to watch them struggling last season in that relegation battle, and let's hope they do a bit better, but not as well as us.
Good point. To end the year off, we stay more or less in London.
Yep.
Crystal Palace away on the 30th.
Jeez, eh? Let's just hope Mateta ain't on form that day, because so Crystal Palace finished 15th. Yeah, maybe not. But I remember last season, geez, away 3-3 with Mateta with his hat trick. Oh, geez, man. He was just on form that day. And then home win 3-0. We turned it around and showed them how to play football. I remember that game. It was such a dominant game of football, that Crystal Palace at home.
Yeah, but they were in Europe, weren't they? And and they weren't really up for it, to be honest with you.
No.
Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting. They got a new manager.
Yes, it's Glasner's gone, isn't it, from Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
Yes.
So remains to be seen how things develop there. So pre-season, obviously we have that as well. I don't know. I'm quite sort of open with Palace. I mean, good club, really good.
Definitely.
Certainly earned the right to be, Premier League.
Yeah.
I certainly hope they stay in.
Yeah.
Too early to even contemplate, how teams are going to progress or not perform. Wait till after the World Cup. Wait till pre-season, and then see who's in, who's not in, and then we can probably do a show with, maybe a tier list or something.
Yeah.
For the
predictions
league.
Predictions for the league. A pre-season prediction show would be good.
Do you want to move into 2027?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Christmas is out of the way. Everyone's had too much mince pies and ham and everything else.
Okay, we'll start at home. 2nd of January, Aston Villa.
So one thing to note there, obviously we're the transfer window, haven't we, prior to that? So that'll be our first window after the January transfer window. Am I correct in saying that or not?
I'm not sure when the winter transfer window opens. I haven't got that far in.
I only remember because last season, I think it was January the 3rd was our first game. And Semenyo, I think that was our first game without Semenyo, if I recall correctly. So something in my head's telling me that transfer window is just in that new year come first game back. I might be wrong, but so, first game back. Who was it again?
Happy with that? Aston Villa at home.
Aston Villa. Oh, Villa. Yeah, finished 4th. Great season. Performed brilliantly, I think. There's a lot of people who place Villa as a mid-table team, and they absolutely nailed it last season. On point. So last season away we lost 4-0. That was a shocker. I think we certainly weren't on the pitch that day. But hats off them. And then in the return game, 1-1. Roger scored first, and Ryan, I think it was his debut goal, I think, from memory, Feb 7th. I might be wrong there. But, Ryan scored a cracker. I remember that one for the equaliser. What a game.
Yeah, really good.
Always a good game with Villa.
And they won the Europa League as well, didn't they? So
yeah, what an achievement. Hats off to them. Like I say, hats off to them. I'd never take away from any team that do well, especially the underdogs. And Villa have always been a mid-table team to a lot of people. So, to finish 4th and win the Europa, hats off to them. I wish them every success, as long as they don't beat us.
Yes, I think for me, they had a spell with hit with injuries, and they did stutter at one point because they were in the top 6 or Champions League places, and I suppose if you are a football fan and you follow regular Premier League, and I think you get an idea of, when teams are likely to maybe have a bubble burst or whatever. I mean, you can never predict it, but sometimes there are pointers. But they just kept on and on. Yes, they did drop points, but once they got their stars back on the pitch, they didn't look back.
Yeah.
And they ground out some pretty good results. There were a couple of abysmal performances. I think it must have been home to Tottenham, probably the worst game I saw them play. But no, congratulations. It's qualified for Champions League, through the Europa League, all through the Premier League. What an achievement. And Emery's done a fantastic job at the club. And I just think they're going to get better and better. They are a little bit limited financially. That is their only drawback. But having said that, great team to watch, and on their day, play super football. Yeah. Looking forward to that one.
Definitely.
Away to Brighton we go on the 6th.
Good old Brighton again, eh? So
yeah.
Again, back to the beaches, and I always say sand is finer than the pebble.
Yeah, I mean, this falls in with we play them 2nd of December and then again early January. So it's a bit like the Chelsea thing last season. Yeah.
Yep.
So all the clubs will have that, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. That's penned in for a midweek game, but bearing in mind,
first one,
Europa League.
First of 5. Yeah.
That could be one that's going to be fitted in or slotted in somewhere else. Saturday, 16th of January, home to Ipswich.
Ipswich, okay. I'm not sure what the Ipswich is. What's their nicknames?
Well, we call them the Tractor Boys, don't we?
Is it the Tractor Boys? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tractor Boys. So that'll be our second game at Ipswich. Yeah. Again, who knows what they can perform on the day? Anyone is possible of, like we've proved, beating a big team. And good luck to Ipswich. Just don't beat us.
We'll try and keep them out. So Nottingham Forest away, 23rd of January.
Yep, be an interesting game. See how they've come along from last season.
Yeah, we've also got. I mean, I'm taking it. Early January is when the 3rd round of the FA Cup is, isn't it?
Oh, so that's could be.
I mean, that's going to be slotted in somewhere. Okay, end of the month we're home to Fulham. So these are all return fixtures now.
Back up to London. Yep.
They're down to us now. We've already played them away.
Oh, sorry. Yep, they're back down to Bournemouth. Good. Come down to Vitality. Come down to our big stadium.
Yeah, building's going well apparently.
Just going back, Malcolm. Just one thing I did want to pick up on. I missed it on the very early. Our first or second game, is it home away or is it away home? Because interesting note that people the stadium's going gung ho with construction, and I just wonder whether that first game away might assist them with the finishing touches, let's say, or whether the first game's home.
Now here's an interesting fact: we're away actually on the first game.
Okay, that's good.
I've got a feeling actually Bournemouth did ask for us to be away.
I thought there was something, that's what I was alluding to, that there's something there that tells me that they might just need that first week just to polish the seats and put the finishing touches on,
Yeah, for our late arrival, Ollie. First game of the season, City away.
Yeah, that's right.
23rd of August.
Interesting. I think we're going up to about, I think it's from 11,200 or something now, 11,300. I think we're nearly doubling. I think we're going to 20,300 or something. So
that will happen
eventually.
The following season.
Correct. So initially it's the same stand, Ted McDoodle. Ted McDoodle's getting the double. And the corner infields.
Well, the corners being filled in.
Yes, correct.
For the start of this season.
Correct, along with the Ted McDoodle stand. Is that right?
And that's, I think, that if I remember rightly, that is why they asked to be, if they could play away, to give them that extra time to finish it off.
Yeah, be interesting to see what happens at our first game home. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's the end of August, the first one. Excuse me, the first one. So yeah, we got up to February, I think, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Leeds away at the start of February, 6th of February.
Allen Road, second game of Leeds, the Fortress.
A midweek game is scheduled. Once again, could be moved. Aston Villa away. So we want to perform better than we did in last season.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, they were dynamite. Aston Villa.
That's going to be two tough games in a row, to be honest. 2 away games. You got Leeds at Allen Road. You got the Hammers. That'll be 2 tough games.
No easy games at all away.
No.
Hammers. The Hammers are in the Championship. Mate.
Sorry, West Ham. They're gone, aren't they? Sorry, Hammers are West Ham. Yeah. Villa. I always get them two mixed up because they play in the claret, don't they? The claret and black, claret and blue.
Claret and blue, yeah.
Yeah. Getting old, see.
What should I say? We're home to Palace, 20th of February. So
again, be interesting. Good game. Let's see what happens with Palace, and bring it on.
And then away to Coventry. Here you are, Ollie. This is for you. 27th of February, away to Coventry. So weekend game. So maybe it'll be moved to a Sunday. So I'll keep it.
Will Ollie be 80-20 in regards to Cherries in his blood, supporting for years with a bit of background hometown loyalty there? What do you reckon? Ollie, feel free to put it in the chat.
I think he's a red through and through.
Absolutely, but
you can't help where you're born, can you?
Exactly that. You got it in your blood.
Yeah. We welcome Tottenham at the beginning of March.
Cool.
Followed by Newcastle.
Ooh,
welcome Eddie back again.
2 home games.
Yeah, 2 home games. The
2
3rd
home
and
games
the 13th.
That'll be good.
One's a midweek. Yeah, but like I said, all these dates will change, obviously.
Yeah. I do like the midweek games playing under the lights, I must admit. It seems to be a completely different atmosphere, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Ollie's in the chat. Absolutely, Ollie. I always say if people...
rightly so.
Yeah, if I was a stick of rock, people broke me in half, they'd see AFC Bournemouth right through the centre.
Yeah. Last game in March away Brentford.
Ooh.
So I think
tricky March.
We need. Yeah, but we need to do a bit of correction there, don't we? Next season.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I want to repeat last season.
Probably the worst half of football Bournemouth played last season.
Yeah.
The first half of Brentford.
Please don't remind me.
Yeah, but that's football, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It comes and goes. It swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. And I think everybody had an off day, well, certainly in the first half. But okay.
The only one who had a good game that day was Sharda. Scored a hat-trick.
Brentford, they just cut through it so easy.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. We welcome Man City in in April, 10th of April.
Bring it on.
Bring
it on. We fear no one.
No, absolutely. That is it. So we've got 2 to go. We go to the Hill Dickinson on the 17th of April.
Had to be Liverpool coming, it's
Everton.
Everton, sorry, Toffees.
Yeah. And finally, we actually get a home game, last game of the season.
Okay, come on.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Wow. Okay. I missed the second fixture for Liverpool there in the rundown, but wow, Arsenal home last game. Woohoo! That'll be a good one, man. That'll be so good.
I'm going to have to run through these because you actually... Yeah, I did all those. Bournemouth one.
Ollie's put up a gold comment there. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm actually testing myself with the names of some of these teams, mate. My memory is absolutely shot. Too many years of, let's just say, doing some recreational activities.
I'm just trying to find these Liverpool fixtures. I know we picked them up somewhere quite early, didn't we?
Yeah, I remember the first one. I missed the second one there.
So we're home in September to Liverpool because I mentioned Andoni coming to. Yeah,
that's right.
That's 19th of September. You're a legend. That's September. So yeah. So at some point, I don't know where he's gone. We got to go to Anfield. So why hasn't it come up?
That's the one I missed. I missed that second game with Andoni.
Oh, hang on. I got that wrong. Sorry, mate. I got that wrong. So April. It's the last game in April. It's not the last home game of the season.
Right.
April. So then we go into May. So a Hull City away.
Yep.
Hull City away. Man United at home.
Ooh,
bring it on.
Bring that one on. Yes. There'll be some red shirts in the stands that night.
Sunderland away. The Stadium of Light. 15th. You wouldn't Adam and Eve it, would you? Bournemouth at home to Chelsea, 23rd of May.
Nice.
And our last game isn't at home.
Oh,
it's away to Liverpool.
I love playing Chelsea last season. We didn't lose them. 2 draws. This season,
Are you listening?
Go ahead. Sorry.
The last game is away to Liverpool.
The last game there. See, I knew that second leg Liverpool game I was missing. Day for my birthday, Chelsea. Good. I have to remember the happy birthday chants for that one, Ollie. So, last game of the season. Hey, what a way to win the season. Liverpool.
I mean, isn't it spooky a little bit because we started with Liverpool last season.
Correct. And now we're going to end.
Coming season, yeah.
And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, the end of last season, the last probably 8 to 10 games, the season was up and down, up and down, up and down. And who'd have known that it was pretty much down to Bournemouth in our results. I think we've won a few Arsenal fans over the over the course of last season. We've got a lot more Arsenal followers now, and we've probably lost a few Man City.
Well, they were angry and happy, weren't they? Because obviously we won, and suddenly they were like slating us for beating them. How dare you? But then we showed up against Man City at home as we generally do now because we don't fear anybody. And okay, I mean, for Man City, to get a point, they're quite fortunate, really. Yeah. We actually steamrolled them, especially in that second half. That was just unbelievable.
It'll be interesting to see if the end of next season, and time will tell. Nobody's got a crystal ball, but it'll be interesting to see how significant that last game against Liverpool is going to be in comparison to how relevant our last 3-4 games were at the end of the season just passed. Is it going to be one of them games where it all comes down to if Bournemouth beat Liverpool, or is it going to be a title decider? Will it be a Champions League or a Europa decider? Crazy.
This is why we love
exciting. Football. Exactly. Yeah. The end of last season, I actually thoroughly enjoyed every game of last season. It was so topsy-turvy. I think for 20 minutes we were champions of we were top of the league for 20 minutes. Then we were down to 16th, and then we were back up, and nobody knew. It was so close. What a battle! What a season!
It was a crazy season in general, wasn't it?
I loved it. Yep. Absolutely loved it.
You know, Man United dropping right down as low as they did.
16th,
I mean, obviously, it was a good thing they got rid of Amorim.
Yeah.
Because nothing was going to change there. Carrick, you've got to say well done. What a job he did. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Got the players playing in the right positions, in their right positions, and influencing the game the way Man United fans like to watch their team play. You know, I mean, I'm not a Man U fan, but I can relate to all these clubs. You know, what they do, how they want to play. They're not all the same. You know, you got teams like Palace, you know, very, very difficult because they defend so well.
Yeah.
Because that's their style, that's their tactic, that's how they like to play. That's fine. You know, but there's other teams that like to go for it. Some teams doesn't work. I mean, Liverpool, perfect example. You know, they sort of really fortunate to get into a Champions League spot. I don't think they deserved it, but okay. A Liverpool fan will say, but we're Liverpool, we're a big club. It doesn't wash with me. You have to earn the right. You have to earn the right to get there.
Yeah.
Which
is interesting how obviously they sacked Klopp and went with Andoni for this season. So very interesting to see how Liverpool will progress. Will it take 10 games before Andoni gets his win with Liverpool? I don't think so. How long will it take him to get his chaotic football playing with Liverpool? Very interesting to watch that.
I think they got obviously having Kirkers in the squad is a big plus because he will be able to let the other guys know what to expect. Yeah, which it's not about the starting 11; it's on the training pitch. How Andoni trains them, and he takes the training sessions himself, and he's full on.
Yeah.
So some of them could get a wake up call. To be honest with you, I'm not saying all of them. I think some of them didn't really want to play for Slot because the system changed a little bit, the style changed, slowed down, and it just wasn't the Liverpool that we've seen over the last sort of 8 years or so.
No, it went from Klopp to Slot.
Yeah, I mean, Arne Slot's first season was good. You know, they played well, and they won the league at a canter, simply because the others weren't at the races. That's the way I saw it. But then to go into the next season as champions and then just drop off a cliff with the style of football that he played, I just couldn't believe it.
No.
You know, you're expecting something to happen and it didn't. Man United this coming season, difficult to say.
Now if they keep Carrick,
so Carrick's got a contract now.
Yeah, if they keep Carrick, I think they could keep going with this upward momentum. I really do.
I think they have to. Once again, it depends what players they're going to get in, if any. Once again, a so-called big club shouting all over the socials what players they want. You know, it just doesn't happen. It has to be worked out. Can they afford it? Have they got too many on their books? Do they need to offload? What about the academy players? Because you've got so many good youngsters at Man United. I don't know why they don't bring them through. And I think with Carrick being their manager, that is more likely to happen because he's like under 20. He was under 21s trainer. So I can see that being a positive for them. Obviously, you know, the youngsters have to step up, but I can see that happening and maybe one or two will break through into the first team. And that can only be good for the game. Certainly Premier League. Let's have some of the younger players in. They're not afraid anymore. And you just have to keep your eyes on the World Cup and see how many youngsters. I know there's a lot of oldies over there, but look how many youngsters are in there as well.
Yeah.
Even if they don't.
Benjamin Doak, he's played some outstanding games of football for Scotland so far.
Yeah. I think, he will be on from a Cherries point of view. Sorry, I do tend to look at the bigger picture. But from a Cherries point of view, I'm really intrigued to see how this will work out, because obviously having Ben Gannon Doak, I am. They can't both play on the right in the same position. So Marco Rose is going to have a nice little headache, I think. I know Hyan can play out on the left.
Yeah.
So that will free up maybe Tab.
Yep.
Who knows? It's going to be interesting. And are we going to bring other players in? Once again, we don't know. But certainly
very interesting topic for our next couple of shows, I think.
I would think so. I'm not going to speculate about anything. The only thing I will say is that, yes, certainly bring in a couple because of the amount of football we're going to have to play next season.
Yep.
With Europe. So I think, he will need to have, the odd one or two, I would say, replacements. Not necessarily a starter, but then they could earn that right once they've bedded into the squad and they perform and earn the right to start a game in the Premier League, then good, bring it on. And let's see what it's about.
One player I want to see starting next season, I want to see Milo the Savage.
Yeah, it would be good to see. Obviously, once again, another youngster.
He reminds me so much of Dean Howson. When Dean joined us, 19, big, tall, lanky guy, and he just dominated the defence. I think Milo Savage has got, with the correct training, perhaps it wasn't Andoni's, but now we lost Senesi. Who knows if they're going to replace him at the back? Maybe we'll have a Milo Savage in the Mountain Hill centre defence. Who knows?
I think James Hill is a definite starter for me.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. He's a mountain.
But, it's all up in the air at the moment. We don't.
Who knows?
We don't know what the squad is. We know who we're retaining, which is at least something.
Yeah, that came out today. I read that. Yep.
Yeah, and it came out last week actually, so it was good to read it to see what players are staying. Bit disappointed. A couple of the academy guys are gone. Yeah, a little bit miffed, to be honest with you, because I was hoping that one or two of them would sort of try and break in this coming season. But we got Marco Rosa. He likes the academies as well. So for me, it's all positives. It's nothing negative to talk about. Like I said, forget the noise. You look at what we got, and this is where we're going forward. This is where we're going forward.
Yep.
Pre-season, I don't know. We'll see how that works. I mean, I'm not a big fan of actually following it all in depth. It's just getting them up to match speed, isn't it? To be honest with you, and the chance for the manager to get, or the trainer, coach, call them what you like, to have a look, see what they can do. It should be quite interesting.
Looking forward to it.
But we'll start with City away, shall we? So
what a start of the season, and what a first game and an end game. Too amazing. Hey, Man City away, Man City first game in Liverpool.
Liverpool away.
Last game. Absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, I messed up with my buttons on my phone there, so
that's all right, mate.
I missed a month or two out. So I thought that was a short season.
Yeah. So, plenty of shows coming up for anyone who tuning in or will be watching this at a late date, there's plenty of shows that we got planned coming up. If you've got any suggestions, again, email the channel, put your comments
Hit the
in
like.
there.
Hit the
hit the subscribe. We're starting out. We just got the logos, we got the shirts, we got enthusiasm. We're not as, let's say, set up professionally as some of the other bigger channels out there, but I'll tell you what we have got. We got spirit, we got heart. We're the fans of Cherries, and we welcome anybody.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And I think I'll do for now. We've gone through the fixtures. I think quite satisfied with what we've seen.
I think so.
And obviously, they're not set in stone. Things are going to change throughout the season, and it'll get posted up on the site as well.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Darren, thanks very much for joining me this morning, and
thank you,
or your evening.
6 o'clock here now.
And we'll catch up with you again soon. Okay.
Definitely.
Until then, up
the cherries.